So this is going to be your lightest, which will be white. And this will be your darkest at the right side, which will be black. So left white, right black. Personally, what I like to do first is make my darkest square super dark to begin with, so I can figure out how to create my scale. And this will make more sense once you see it. So when you're shading in, again, work in layers. So don't just go in and start like pressing down really, really hard and getting it like that, because then you can't go back. So this does take more time, but this will help give you good pencil and pressure control, which will help you create smoother shading and cleaner drawings. And as you're seeing, I'm using the side of my pencil. I'm not using the straight tip. Like, this is what that looks like when I use the tip. I'm using the side to create some softer edges. And I'm also actually shading it in like small circular motions and not just lines. But that is a personal preference. I just prefer shading in small circles because it gives you a smoother look. So this is as dark as I can go with my 2B pencil, but for those of you using other tools, let me show you what you can do. So although I love sketching with mechanical pencil, I don't like to do more serious drawing with it because you can't get a really interesting value scale. So this is as dark as it can get, which is pretty dark, but you can't blend it in very well, which is the downside of using a mechanical pencil. It looks very scratchy, which is honestly totally fine if you're just sketching, but it is really hard to create really smooth transitions with that. The really handy thing about artist pencils is that these different codes, these different types of lead, actually will create a value scale for you. So 2H is one of the lightest pencils you'll get, so it'll be in this range. And when I just shade with a light hand, it's super, super light. And this is with more pressure, and it's still pretty light, right? With the 2B, light pressure, it's a lot smoother. The lead is a lot softer. So this is the lightest pressure, and it's significantly darker than that, if you can see on the screen. And when I go a little harder, look at how dark that is. And that's a B pencil. Like, it's darker than what I can do with the number 2 pencil. So that's the handy thing about having artist pencils. So if you have them, try them out. But I'm gonna go back to using my 2. So I like to start with the darkest one because depending on what tool you're gonna use, this will help you gauge how dark you're gonna go. Now I'm gonna go to the second one. So or the second from the left, sorry. So this second square should be only a touch lighter than your sheet of paper. So you're gonna want to use a really, really light hand. And if that's hard for you to just have that pencil and pressure control, again, hold your pencil at closer to the eraser. And just take your time. Super, super light. You can barely see the graphite. Okay, this is your value scale. I'm going to mark that off because we made that. Now